Up guys, Arctic here, giving you my week 2 update on how we're doing as a team on Halo Reach. Last week I talked a little bit about how we were progressing this week. We've made some further steps. Obviously the MLG settings, V1 settings have released. They released actually Friday of last week. Just some general changes. There's 120% speed. The stock armor abilities are gone, so no sprint off the bat, any of that. They actually put a few armor abilities on the maps themselves. There's still no sprint. There's armor lock and hologram, I believe, are the two. Oh, and also jetpack. They also changed around some of the maps. Zealot or Zealot. They blocked off all of the teleporters or lifts. The red lift, blue lift, and yellow lift are all blocked. The bottom of yellow lift actually has a teleporter that takes you to the second story of the lift. Asylum, they blocked off the edges. If you play that map, you know you can fall off in the normal map, and it's a lot bigger. They've now blocked it off. I believe they're doing a redesign of the map. There were some issues with it where people were not getting ramps when they download the map, and there's also the map is not evenly made on both sides, and you can read about that more on Reflection. In general, you know, I'm not too fond of the settings. I think they're okay. I would have liked to have seen sprint. I don't like that MLG, they're trying to get a mainstream audience, but they divert the game so far from what, you know, casual gamers would play it as. I think it's hard for them to get involved. 120% speed is just a little, it feels skatey, like you're on an ice rink. Maybe if they would have went 110 and sprint. I mean, the reason they don't like sprint is they feel like you can get away too easily from battles, but I think that added element to the game makes it more interesting. Obviously under MLG you have time constraints with matches, so you know if people get too good at running away, you have to worry about that. I mean, it's kind of give and take. I understand where they're coming from, but I would have liked to have seen sprint in the game. I don't really care for any of the others. Armor lock I think is too overpowered. You can't have everyone armor locking. Same with jetpack, people getting in spots that they shouldn't be able to get in. Hologram, you know, personally I think hologram is kind of funny. I mean, it works on a competitive level. In Gears of War, we used to do fake rushes, and I feel like hologram kind of sets you up to have fake rushes. Maybe with 4 people hologramming, it's a little over the top, but nonetheless, if they have sniper ammo and you don't want to take a shot and risk, you know, getting a headshot or something happening, you can put out a hologram, and you know I feel like that counteracts a lot of the power weapon play, especially because rockets are overpowered. They're very, very overpowered. I feel like those need to be switched out with the grenade launcher. I think hologram kind of allows that back and forth gameplay, and it's not, you know, something that breaks the game. I don't feel like it breaks the game in any way. Those are the things that are really kind of annoying. So the 120% speed I feel like is too high right now. They also raised the jump height. I don't mind that at all. And the gravity, I believe they added gravity so you fall a little bit faster. Again, I don't mind that. That doesn't really make or break the game. The biggest thing to me right now is that sprint is gone, and it should be in the game. And 120% speed is too fast. It feels like you're skating on an ice rink. Obviously, when you go to play now any other game type, it doesn't feel right because the speed is too fast. If you're not practicing customs, going into another game type is kind of, it doesn't really help you practice at all because it's just a completely different game. I feel like if they were going to do that, they should have just kept on Halo 3 on this circuit. I mean, that's just my personal opinion right now. Some people like it, some people don't. Obviously, this is what we have to go with going forward. Hopefully, they'll make some changes and include sprint and turn the speed down. That would be nice. I think it would appeal to a lot more people. But so far, our progression has been, you know, fairly decent. It's still kind of slow. Obviously, you know, most of us have never played Halo. I haven't touched Halo since 2007. So for me, getting on it and playing with people that have been playing Halo for years it's a learning curve. It takes some time to get used to. But you know, I feel like our Team Slayer is right up there with just about anybody. We really, really need to work on our objective game types. Obviously, for MLG DC, there's only going to be Team Slayer and Flag, and Team Slayer is going to be the majority of the the maps or game types played. So, I feel comfortable going into MLG DC that we'll be all right. But we really, really, really need to work on our objective game types. We're feeling good. If you guys have a team and you want to scrimmage us, please let me know. I'll put my gamer tag, I guess, on the video somewhere, right? Maybe right there or right in front of my face. I don't know. I'll put it somewhere. Just send me a message, add me. Only if you have a team of 4 now. If you guys flop back and forth and you constantly are switching out guys and you don't know what team you're going to play with, you don't know if you're going to MLG DC, you don't have a team pass, I might not accept your friend request. So, just make sure that you guys have a team and you're ready to go as soon as we hop in, because, we got to get rapid fire matches in now. Unfortunately, we don't have the luxury of time to waste on people filling in other guys, because I'm getting messages now for scrimmages almost on a consistent basis, so we can just hop right in with another team if you're not ready to go. So that's been the week 2 progress. You can read the full feedback that I provided on the reflection.com website. But yeah, I do got some shout outs for some guys. Let's see here. Shout outs to Team Verbal. These are all people on Twitter, so if you follow me on Twitter, you could get a shout out in my next video. Gian Murray, he is from Game Nation. Shout out to Lord Jareth, Losers Bracket, and BVV Gaming. That's kind of his whole organization. Losers Bracket is actually a podcast that they do. Shout out to Chap, who wanted me to also mention to shout out the Gears of War forums. He's talking about on the Epic forums. Shout out to Kretz. I've already given a shout out to Game Nation, dude. I can't. I don't want to do too many repeats, but shout out to you too, man. Shout out to Fallout. His team Skyline is really, really good on Halo Reach. Shout out to Christy. It's my girlfriend. She wanted a shout out, so check her out. If you want a shout out, follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/Arctic with a Y. Get you guys your shout outs. So it's been Arctic giving you my Halo Reach week 2 update. Be on the lookout for week 3. Hopefully we'll have some gameplay up and get ready for MLG DC. All right, deuces.
Yeah. I'ma need you to touch it, or just kiss it.